guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of a bunch of new Maybelline makeup that came out. Recently launched, and I bought it all off Amazon because they were advertising on their Instagram that the first place you could get it was Amazon. But let me go ahead and just have my little venting moment about that real quick. Amazon does not know how to package makeup, and this has happened to me a couple of times with Amazon. They literally throw one item in a cardboard box, tape it closed, and ship it to you while the item is just being flung around. And then you end up with, highlights that look like this by the time that you get them. I don't know how that's the only broken product, because like my eyeshadow palettes and stuff were just thrown in a box with no stuffing whatsoever, and it was just so poorly packaged, and that sucks. So Amazon, get it together with your shipping. So just word of advice to you, I wouldn't recommend you guys buy it off Amazon. I would recommend you guys wait, order it off the Maybelline site, or go to Walgreens or CVS or your drugstore and pick it up, and just wait it out. Just my advice. You know I'm going to keep it hood. Okay, but I have a lot of products to test out. Majority of them are Maybelline. I just have two products for L'Oreal I thought I would throw in this video because you guys asked me to review it. First is the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and the second is the Infallible Pro Concealer, which we'll be testing out today as well. We're going to jump right in and get started. Be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and we'll go ahead and jump right in. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. So I already have on foundation because I'm not testing out a foundation today, and I figured we would just go ahead and jump right in. Let me move this hair back. The first thing I'm really excited to try out are these little City Mini Palettes from Maybelline. This one is number 410. Then I have 430, which she looks like she's been through hell a little bit, but hopefully the shadows are still intact. And then this is Urban Jungle 420. Palette 420 Urban Jungle seems to be one of the most pigmented out of all of them. And I have all three of these to play with. I think they have 6 palettes. I have 3 of the 6. No, I don't think they have quite 6. They have a lot though. Oh no, my eyeshadow fell out. Great, I literally blame this on Amazon right here. But first I'm going to go in with this shade that's peach and very neutral. And I'm just going to blend this all over to soften up that eyeshadow primer that we put down. This is just a habit that I picked up doing, and I can't help but to do it every single time I do my makeup. It just makes everything blend so much easier. I literally don't have any transition shades in any of these palettes, so I'm actually going to jump into the new bronzer palette. Hello, here it is. The Master Bronze, and I'm just going to grab this guy right here. I'm using an R39 brush to get in that crease, and I'm just going to blend that back and forth. I have to have a transition shade. I cannot just jump right into an eye look with color. Like, there just has to be that nice gradient base going down, and then I can like build up some colors to make sure everything's really soft. This bronzer is making a pretty darn good eyeshadow, I have to say. What do you guys think? I really want to jump into this Urban Jungle palette. It's so pretty. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of this. This palette has been beaten to hell. But I'm going to take a little bit of this darker brown color with the same brush, and I'm just going to tap it on the edge of the brush right there. And then I'm just going to focus it really low. The darker the color that goes on, the lower I want to keep it. I think the quality of these eyeshadows are definitely better than the like 24 karat gold palette and the nudes palette that Maybelline came out with. I think they've really stepped their game up with these eyeshadows, and they're a little bit more creamy. And the mattes are really the thing that I had a problem with in those palettes, and these seem to be a little bit, not a little bit, but a lot more pigmented, if you guys can tell. And now I'm just going to take like a small amount of this brown shade, and I'm just going to pop it into that inner corner as well. And then bring it all around to the center of the crease up here. I'm really impressed with this eyeshadow right now. If you ever feel like your edge is just like buffed in and kind of a harsh line, you can go back in with the original or a clean beauty blending brush, and you can just soften up that edge really nicely like that. I'm going to take an E36 brush with a little bit of the deep green color from the Urban Jungle palette, and I'm just going to pop that like right in there, that outer corner, but keeping it low. Tiny brushes like this are really great for detail work if you want to do like a little bit of color here and there and not everywhere. That kind of rhymes. Oh goodness. All right, I'm gonna dump. I can't talk today. I can't talk any day. I'm gonna jump into the dark color with the gold sparkles, and I'm just gonna apply that right on this outer corner too. I'm gonna go back in with the R39 and just soften up those edges. The sparkles don't necessarily show up, but it is a beautiful black eyeshadow and it's really creamy, so I'm enjoying that. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of my MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre and take this new little brush that I'm using. This is the M421, and I'm just going to apply this on the center of my lid. And now I'm going to take this olivey color right here, same brush that I put the MAC Paint Pot on. I'm going to place it right in the center. And I'm going to add a little bit of that gold color right on top. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that dark color and just soften those edges. Just deep, 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 very tiny, tiny strokes. Now I'm going to try out this mascara for the very first time. I'm excited. It definitely reminds me of the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. Like, the wand looks like it, and so does the bottle. However, the bottle is, like, really lightweight compared to the Better Than Sex. But let's see how it actually performs. Okay, let me just go ahead and tell those of you who don't know, my lashes are garbage, and there's not much I can do about that. But I think that they don't look bad. It's pretty nice mascara. It's actually curling them kind of, which is surprising because it takes an act of God to get my lashes to curl. I went ahead and threw on some lashes because you know I am a lash whore. So I am wearing these ones from Lilly Lashes. Now let's move on. Let's go ahead and try out this concealer, which I've been excited about. We have shade 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to go with shade 3. This was sent to me in PR. Oh, this is kind of pinky, but that's okay. We're going to keep it moving. It feels kind of sort of like the Maybelline. What's the Maybelline one that's in this tube? You guys know. Tell me down below. You guys know. I can't think of it. I'm going to take a G37 brush and just start to pat this out. Just being dead ass about it. Like, I don't know how I feel. It feels kind of watery and thin. Like, very thin. It's not really creasing up, which is nice. I like to pat back and forth, by the way, to make sure it gets in every nook and cranny, but I still see a lot of darkness, so it's not very much coverage happening. Blends out super easy, but I think that's because it's so lightweight. I mean, it's not bad. I definitely don't dislike the concealer. Personally, I need a little more coverage right here because I know we all see the dark circles are glowing. So let me just add a little more. And now I'm going to go in with an R11 brush and just add a bit of setting powder to make sure that doesn't try to run away and get crazy on me. Lock it in. So while that is settling on in, let's play with this bronzer palette, which I'm pretty excited about. I already showed you a sneak peek while I was doing my eyeshadow. So here is some swatches of the colors, and then they actually swatch so subtle you can barely see them. This is the darkest color. The highlight looks really pretty on it, and then the other colors are almost my skin tone, so it's hard to see like actual swatches of it. I'm going to take an M100 brush, and I'm going to mix these two shades together. And that's pretty darn nice. The coloring of it is somewhat subtle, so you do have to build it up a little bit, but once you get it built up, I think it's a really nice bronzer palette. The second shade in the palette is kind of useless for me because it really didn't have any color at all. I'm a little confused by it, but the other colors in the highlight feel nice, and I think they're really pretty. I look nice and bronzy, huh? Here is the blush palette we're going to be playing with next, the Master blush. I did you guys up some swatches, and now the blush colors are quite subtle, but at the end of the day, I honestly can't stand blushes that are like incredibly pigmented because I don't want that much color on my face. Take an R3 blush brush, or just a brush in general. Take this peachy shade. Ooh, see, that's pretty, but it's not overpowering, and I actually really like that. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, this busted up freaking highlight. I mean, literally, that's so depressing. I'm going to take my R36 brush. I'm just going to get some of the crushed product on my brush. Should be extra pigmented because it's all crushed. Oh my god. Okay, little tidbit. I actually got to see this highlight while I was in New York Fashion Week with Maybelline because they gave us sneak peeks of products that were launching. And I couldn't show you guys it or tell you guys about it, but here it is. And oh my gosh, it is so blinding. It looks like a high-end highlighter. I love it. I'm all about it. I'm here all day for it, honey. Well, hell, maybe if you bust yours up at home, you'll get more pigment out of it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But it is so beautiful. Okay, I need to slow down because I'm just like going in and my whole face is going to be the highlight. But definitely approve this, and I actually got to play with it, so I already knew I loved it. Face products, like Maybelline's stepping up their game, and I'm really liking a lot of these products. I really don't have anything that I'm hating so far. The concealer, I can go ahead and tell you, it's really pretty on. Girl. It's just a little thin, maybe for like an everyday basis, but like when I need my coverage, it's just not going to be the one. Oh, that highlight. Can't quit looking at it. Anyways, let me finish up my under eye and then we'll move on to some lip products, okay? I'm going to go in with the matte green. This is an M210 brush, and I'm just going to buff this on the outer corner and kind of connect the dots. With an M210 brush, again, I'm going to put the actual Master Chrome highlighter that went on my cheekbone on my under eye. Because I really want like that little glow happening. And now I'm going to take that really white color that's in this. I literally had water. That was water, not drool. I swear. I just took a sip of my Dasani and it's all over my lip. How did that happen? I don't know. But I'm going to pop that white color in the inner corner to like open up the eye a little bit. And I'm going to add some mascara, of course, to my lower lashes. Alright, I got a couple of new lip products, which I'm excited to share with you. First, we get the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This is interesting. It's like almost like a satin, very pigmented. Oof. It is shiny right now. Let's see what happens to it. And then we got the Vivid Hot Lacquer. Oh, and this is just like a lip gloss situation. These smell so good. And then I got Unreal as well, which is just really pretty, like a mocha colored gloss. Here's the thing, these lip colors like do not match my eyeshadow whatsoever. I'm still going to try them on my lips and let you guys see and give it the review, and then I'll probably switch it out in the end for a nude color that will match. So this is actually really gorgeous, and it has like a really comfortable feel to it. So I like this guy right here. By the way, this is in shade Lover. This just comes off as a really pretty gloss. I like that the gloss isn't sticky, gooey, or too thick and doesn't have way too much pigmentation. It's just like just enough. So I like both of these products. They're pretty nice. Alright guys, this is the final look, and I really loved a lot of the products. They're quite different formula from what Maybelline has used in the past, I would definitely say, and I really liked everything pretty much. Like, there's nothing I hated in this collection. We had a good review day! Yeah! Also, be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. I will see you guys in my next video.